Hey you guys, it's me, Clarissica, here on Clarissica Says, where Clarissica says it all, and that is how I feel. So, I'm just so flabbergasted. You guys, you know I have to say something, because Clarissica says it all, and that's, just how I feel about things that are just absurd. So, yeah. I did not actually watch news this weekend. I do try to stay away from TV and all things news just because I know that it is controlled, and I know that it's not primarily real all the time. And as far as TV is concerned, not so much the news. The news is sometimes real but altered to be, to actually go or rear to whatever audience they want to actually see the news and actually get from it or information. They just, yellow journalism. You guys don't know what that is, look it up. But as far as like TV is concerned, I try to stay away from television. So I did not hear about what happened in Charlottesville, Virginia. So of course, me being how I am, I had to make a video. Once I seen the video on YouTube about the information, then I started doing research, looking it up online. There is a if you want to actually look up a really good video about this topic, Democracy Now! Will be the location to go, because yeah, it's ridiculous. But I did watch the video first of actually what happened, and I'm kind of lost for words. Like, I make these videos about racism and slavery and melanin because, truly that's what makes us different than other people. Just people that have melanin in their skin, darker skinned people, black people, African American people, anyone of color or anyone that has color, melanin in their skin, anyone that's different of that sort or included in that sort is what melanin is including. And Middle Eastern races, Indians, they don't want to classify with whatever. Everything is true Indians, not Native American Indians. Indians have a lot of melanin in their skin, and they'll be classified as Black, African American if a white supremacist was near them and had a conversation with them. They wouldn't be classified as Indian. No, you're dark like me, sometimes darker, so you're classified as Black. With that being said, that's my own personal vendetta. I had a whole situation, racist situation, and yeah, this really touches me really, really bad, because it's crazy. It's 2017, close to 2018 in January, and you still have this population. Like I said in the past, 2019 is coming to an end. That's why you're seeing all of this turmoil right now in 2017. And if you haven't checked my video out, please go to that video and check it out, because it's there. But however, this is the stuff that I'm talking about, you guys. You have a group of white supremacists, a group of KKK, basically Nazi parties, all of that, who goes out, and because of a statue, Robert E. Lee's statue, they were thinking about taking down from the school of Virginia, because it does symbolizes racism, it does symbolizes terrorism, it does symbolizes a one-set mindset, because you're not really using your pineal third eye mind, you're using your MK Ultra conformist mind of the world. So because people are saying, you know what, this guy Robert E. Lee and the things that he did for the world, things that he did in general, weren't primarily good, it wasn't really a good action, and it just symbolizes someone that was a racist, that probably, I don't know what he will be now, but their family members or people that he, rose up at that time, like his family, at that point in time. I'm not saying they are now. I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised if they were racist, because Robert E. Lee was racist. And raise people, and they have a following of people, as you guys can tell, because of what happened in Charlottesville, Virginia. He still has a range of people that are still opinionated to his mindset and the way that he thinks, the way the people thought, because they wanted to be ahead. We are very strong people. Once we start to get on top, we're on top. We just keep climbing the ladders. So they had to find another race to put under. So therefore, they are always on top, always going to feel better about themselves and their task at hand, or where they're at in a working field. Because truthfully, we're better, and we're stronger workers. We have a set mindset, and that's things that they notice. And because of that, and of the competition, they want the competition, because of course not everybody that is another race isn't as smart, isn't as stand strong, or doesn't go as hard. They work too, but it's competition. They don't want the competition, because we are a fierce competition. Once we put our minds to something, we're going to do it, and we're going to do everything we can to make sure that's a reality. So they seen how strong workers we are, and they're like, oh no, we can't survive like this. What are we going to do if we can't feed our family? Fuck my family. Fuck any other person that is of color, melanated skin color, or that isn't a white supremacist. Because once you're not in their party, they're like, F you, literally. So forget them and what they have going on. I need to just focus on my family. So to rid out the competition, we're just going to bully them and make a society that actually agrees with the bullying of them. And then, because they are so low on the totem pole, because they didn't get any chances and they weren't properly educated, because we didn't want them to be properly educated, and the generations and now have gone through that turmoil of being on the bottom of the totem pole, and there's nothing they can do about it. And besides the whole college aspect, because that was the aspect of being into the society with the Caucasian white supremacists, which has nothing to really do with the education aspect. That's how it kind of turned to it. So that's how the whole college thing now is. Now you fit in with them. So now you go to college. Make sure you go to college to fit in with the white kids or Caucasian kids, because that was the thing. You couldn't go to college. You can't be around us. You can't be in school with us. So that honestly was a big push for college, which is still a big no-no now, because truthfully, you can go to college all day, but it doesn't guarantee that you're going to have a job, when you come out. I'm not saying that going to college or university is bad. I mean, to each his own. You choose to do whatever you want to do. But what I am saying is the mindset behind college is a scam. So if you're choosing to go to it for your own personal gain, to educational purposes, then by all means, please go. But if you're in it for a check or the big old pot of gold in a rainbow, some people lucky with connections and with family members that already have their life basically set out and already have the connections they need, and make connections while they're there, and have a plan and set out that plan to do whatever they want to do while they're there, they may get that pot of gold. But for the mass majority of the world, you're not going to just get that pot of gold. You have to work towards it. If you do get it, one, find the right person to give it to you if it exists, and two, get the opportunity to actually get that pot of gold, which is really hard, because a lot of jobs out there are not even hiring, and if they are hiring, you're not going to be able to find a job in your field. And if you do find a job in your field, you're being completely underpaid. The economy that it was then and the economy that it is now, when I say then, when school was like, really pungent and really like a big deal, where they have the actual jobs out there and the market out there to actually have people work, isn't the same as it is now. People used to get out of school, like high school, and get jobs for $17, $20 an hour, whereas now people are getting out of freaking college and can't even find a $17, $20 an hour job. I mean, I know you guys just heard, but just in case you didn't hear me, that was high school. People got out of high school, graduating, making $20 $17, $20, you know, $22 sometimes. You know, so if you went to school back in that day, you are automatically, you know, guaranteed to have a job that's at least $60,000 or more. You know, you invested that time, and even then, $60,000 is low compared to the market that you are putting yourself into and investing yourself into. You know, people don't really do the math, and it's called, you know, being financially literate. Like, you have to have financial literacy. You have to in this world. And I feel like these white supremacists don't, because if you did, then they would understand that it's done. I'm educated. Sorry, you're stupid. I hate calling people stupid. I don't think anybody is stupid, but I really feel that white supremacists are stupid. You're stupid. It is. It's just, it doesn't make any common sense for you to think that you can go out into this world at 2018 where we are truly, fully integrated. You know, I can understand if we weren't integrated, where if you don't turn to your right, you don't see someone that is my color, because I have to go to color because it's the stupid mentality thought that, you know, you guys are still into it, because if it's not, it wouldn't be called white supremacist. They'll probably name it Caucasian to try to actually give it a actual term of a race. But the fact that you're called a white supremacist, and even this world you're classified as white, still shows you the separation of this world. You know, it's just the truth of it. And the fact that we still have people literally in Virginia. And so imagine all these other hunky-dory places. I mean, even Georgia, I'm pretty sure, have a lot of hunky-dory, because Georgia was a really big part of the race war, because they had a lot of people. And I get it. You have these people coming from these small areas where they don't really have a big population of African American people or melanated, because forget African American, just because we're all from Africa, truly, when it was one big Pangea. So you just don't have, you had a region of people that literally don't see people that are melanated. So they're just raised around people that have fair skin, truly fair skin, pale fair skin, or bright red pale fair skin, to the point that it is, you know, indifferent. It's just not indigenous to what they're used to, because we are animals. So, you know, like any other animal, you're in defense. So now, because you're on defense, instead of learning about that person, you see negative things, you raise negatively, so all you can come out is being negative. And is that fair? No. Is that fair at all? No. I already talked about the term Cajun. It's like hot pepper. You know, they were always red. That's how they were called, the Caucasians. Whereas we are, of course, African. We're from Africa, African American, black, because we're darker skin tone. Maroon is a real term for us, whatever you guys want to call us, or call people that have melanin skin. But yeah, Caucasians, because they were always red, because they don't have sunblock, or a natural sunblock, which is melanin, to block them from the skin. So they're always red, and they are Cajun, you know, like, you know, red Cajun pepper. Always are red, because, you know, they are always sunburned in a way. So with that being said, that's how they're called Caucasians. At least that's the terminology that finds true to me, and that makes sense to me, because it's just stupid. I'm sorry, you know, I have to make this video count. So for you guys that are watching this video and you're like, she's talking about all these different topics, I have to, because I have to make the video count and get all of these pointers in, because it's truly belligerent. It is belligerent for grown ass men to go out of their way to support something that is not existent. But the fact of the matter is I can't say that it's not existent if it's happening literally this weekend. Today is August the 14th, and I go online and this is what I see. You know, like 3 people died. I mean, things go in 3. So I mean, numbers are real. I don't know the reason as to why it's 3. But it's symbolistic. It's simple. It's a reason why 3 people died. I don't care. No one tells me. It's the reason why 3 died. But it's crazy. you have a man literally getting in his car. This is the story to get to the point. This man gets in his car. He then drives this Dodge Challenger, I think, into a pool of people. Over like 1,000 people. Human beings. Are you mentally sane? You can't be mentally sane. You are insane, my friend. What? Who does that? Like, who does that? Like, are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? What? To text you in your right fucking mind to ran over people. To run, why? What? There's no point that you can prove to get in your vehicle, use your gas, to run over fucking human beings. There's no way possible that your parent raised you to run over fucking human beings because they're against a fucking Robert E. Lee. I'm sorry to curse, but because they're against Robert E. Lee statue and they don't want people to think that that is okay, the things that he did were okay, and to basically support the things that he did. You know, and Orlando, there's a school called Lee Middle School. It's literally called Robert E. Lee Middle School. You know, and I can just imagine the ish that's really about to go down. Because this is for a statue in Virginia. Now, this is an entire freaking middle school. A middle school. So, what happened if maybe they wanted to change the name of the middle school? Just to, you know, change the fact that the person that actually, you know, is named after this school was a racist. So now let's change the name to something that is not of sort. Let's change the name to something that's maybe integrated and more friendly. Let's change the name to make a difference in this world. So the problem that we're having is change. And I'm sorry, man. It's time to change. It's time for a change. Either if you guys want to go down with it or not. The time is now, and it's changing, and we're changing every day. So for all you people that are white supremacists, and I know for a fact if it does happen, and when it does happen, because it's going to happen, all of these schools that we have, all of these racist owners or funders, which is why our founders, for instance, which is why they're named after these schools, and these people are named for these schools, like Robert E. Lee Middle School. Things are going to change because it's just that time. We don't need it anymore. The government doesn't need it anymore because that's what this all started. All of this started from the government because, let's just be honest, it's about money. And there has to be a race that is under. I mean, everybody in this world can't be poor. I mean, can't be rich. And everybody can't be poor either. But you definitely do need a mass majority of people that are poor than you do compared to someone that is rich, because more people in this world, without the poor people, they're the ones actually generating the economy. People don't really know that, but the people without money are the ones that actually are funding the economy, where people that, you know, have the money are actually using the economy more, and there are a lot more cuts for them because they have the resources. Whereas people that don't have it, they struggle, and then they follow the hype and get all the items and the things and do the things that the rich people want them to do, and in turn it creates more revenue for that rich person because you're doing exactly what they want them to do, and you're being a sheep, a meek sheep, and you're following. You follow the crowd, follow the hype, buy the new iPhone 8. Follow the crowd, follow the hype, get the new Samsung 8. Even though your phone is properly working, and there's nothing wrong with it, just because a new phone is coming out, you have to get it. And make Mr. iTech guy richer, Mr. Apple richer. Go ahead, let's make him. So, you know, it's just change. And it's time for a change, you guys. You can't, and not just you can't, I don't think that the target market, that audience that I'm reaching out to right now is racist. I really don't. I really don't. But I do know, and I know for a fact that people of that term of a white supremacist will check this video out. And when you do check this video out, I want for you to realize that it's time for a change. Either you need to change your mindset or you need to die. I don't care. I don't care. And I'm not giving any threats to no one. By all means, I'm not threatening to do to no one. Hell no. But you do need to die. You need to die off. And it's about that time for this generation of people that think like that to die. And if you guys didn't realize, there were a lot of younger people in the anti-terrorist white supremacist side, which is of course the side that I am on. I'm totally against white supremacy. And the population of people that were white supremacists were older than the people that were actually fighting against it. And that is the reason why. The reason is because those people are from a generation of people that have been taught a certain mindset, have been taught to do certain things, to speak certain ways, and outlook, and see the world on an outlook of a different way than we do, which isn't normal. That's something psychological that need to fix. Now, we can do that day to day by changing their mind, by, nothing happens overnight, but the process of changing their reality is what we're doing. The fact that we're in this reality, the fact that there are educated people that are like me that speak out about it, and there are people that actually care to make a difference. They do so, and with the white supremacist people, that's whatever. So each his own. All of this is coming to an end either way. So have fun while you last, because your party, the KKK party, is coming to an end. I'm not sorry to tell you. I'm actually happy to tell you. It's coming to an end. This whole white supremacist thing, Nazi party, is coming to an end because we are all uniting together. And either way, you ones like was shown there that day, on that day in Charlottesville, Virginia. Either you're with the change or you're not with the change. So you choose which one you want to be a part of. Because either way, if you have that stupid mindset of being a racist, being a white supremacist, separating people due to melanin, separating people due to cultures, separating people due to a different mindset, then you need to leave. Because to each his own, everybody is different. Everybody is different. But you don't need to discriminate against no one due to race, color, preference, or whatever demographics you have, and whatever reasons you have, whatever your reasons are behind treating people the way that you treat people. It's wrong, and it's just illiterate. It's stupid. It's stupid. It's stupid. Like, it's nothing else that I can say about this than the fact that it's stupid for you to do that. It's stupid for you to treat people the way that you treat people, and to come out over a statue, literally. It's stupid to have people die, and I commend the people that died and that were actually for, the movement of anti-white supremacists. For those people that did die, I send my condolences to the family, and I send my condolences out to the lovely ladies that had to pass away. But they definitely made a statement, and it's just really sad for me to really see people that think that way, and there's people that shed tears every single day, but to know that in 2017 this is still happening is truly flabbergasting. It's really flabbergasting, and all you have is one man going to jail, but yet they're the people that are white supremacists. They're still at home, and they got a kick out of it. They get a high out of it. They get excited. Makes them, they're like masturbating. They're feeling that ecstasy feeling when you masturbate and you come. That's how, I hate to be so vulgar. But literally, that's how they are. And it's sad. It's truly sad. And I apologize for crying, but I'm just shedding tears for the years and the years and the years of turmoil that my race has gone through. And it's 2017, you guys, and it's about that time for it to end. It really is, because this is crazy. This is truly crazy. And this is not even something that is that big. The shit like this happens all the time. They just don't publicly make it known because of a stupid statue. They have rallies all the time. These white supremacist people have rallies all the time. And it's just sad to me to know that they really exist. It's sad to me to know that there's kids coming out to this world that don't think this way at all. At all. They're taught properly, but they see these things that mess up their mind, that mess up the way that they think because of stupid things that are not complacent. Who cares about a stupid statue of a man that was really messed up to a population to the world? I mean, that's maybe for me because I am an anti, white supremacist. I'm biased because he did do a lot of things, for this world, and they did do a lot of things in general that weren't just based off of race, but most of the things that he did were. So, I just say it's time for a change, you guys. And every day, if you can't do it for yourself, do it for me. You guys don't know me. That's all fine and dandy. I'm Clarissa, here on Clarissa Says. And the fact that I'm tearing up and trying not to cry again and trying not to fully cry just shows you how genuine I am about not only me, but just the world in general. Like, it's crazy to come out to a world. I know a happy life. Like, I had a happy perception on this world that we live in. And to know that there's really people that separates you off of skin. And this happened to me, which is why it's so very emotional. It's very emotional for me. Because, and even if it didn't happen to me primarily, it happens to you all day. People can't say that they don't realize. You do. And it's sad. It really is sad to me. It is to know that people are still out there that feel certain ways about people of my culture, people with melanin. It's sad to know that there's still white supremacists out there, even though it's 2017, and they're teaching their kids this stupidity because they have kids and they're humans, so they're repopulating this earth. And it's just sad to know that people are growing up thinking this way. And and it's sad to know. It's sad also to think that if you're Spanish, that you don't fall in this category of being melanated. I hate that. I'm sorry to touch on that, but I have to. Okay, you're Cuban. You're freaking not white. You're not getting it. Any person that's not white, fully white, you're not included into this group. So you're Cuban, you're Spanish. I get that you're fair skinned. I get that your hair texture is kind of like theirs, but they don't classify you as them. I'm just letting you know. It's not the same. If you're not a white Caucasian, hunky-dory, most of them, then you are not included into this group. So stop singling yourself out from being like the rest of us, because you're not like them. That's the worst thing that they did with this world. They freaking separated people to the point that they feel better that they're fair skinned, that they're lighter skin tone, your skin tone is closer to theirs. You got me fudged up. I'm glad to be my mahogany brown, almost chocolate self. I'm glad to be my cream colored butter that I am. And I hold strong to my roots. And I wish I was darker. Because you know why? The darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. The darker you are, the closer you are to your roots and actually getting down to where you are. And the most beautiful women on this earth are darker skinned women, are melanated women. And it just behooves me to know the turmoil they did with the women's mind. That's another story. I'm gonna make a video just because I just talked about it. I'm gonna make a video on that because they have literally, for some people, not me apparently, they have definitely broke some of the girls' self-esteem with that, and that's still going on. However, it is 2017, so that's dropping because we are coming back to our roots. People are awakening. They're using their pineal gland, and they're decalcifying their pineal gland, and they're opening their third eye. So people are losing those things and those, you know, way of living, way of thinking that, you know, because you're closer to their skin color, that you are, you feel better, or that you're looked at to be different. No, you're not. Or that you just feel better being closer to them, so therefore you want to bleach your skin. People in the islands love bleaching their skin. People from Haiti love bleaching their skin and wearing blonde hair. I think it doesn't look well. If it doesn't fit you, it doesn't fit you. But because you want to fit in, you do this. And you think that because of the Caucasian white lady looks like this, I gotta look like this too. You're whatever. But I'm sorry, you guys. This is what I do. I go on a tangent, but it's a lot of things in this video that you can write down and catch, and definitely research, and definitely play back multiple times. That's why I said the things that I said during this video, because it's truly stupid to have someone literally have a rally over a statue because it's racist. So you just are saying that you are a racist, you are a terrorist, and have what happened with tear gas and people running people over, literally, and a boy got beat. Let me just say that. You have one little boy, and all these freaking big ass men that are white, Caucasian, supremacists, beating on this little boy. Are you crazy? And you guys went to bed that night. It's okay though, because I believe in karma. So you may not know your karma's coming now, but guess what? The people that hit them, maybe you all get into a car accident. Maybe the car blows up, and guess what? You all blow up in fire. Maybe someone happens to be one of your daughters or sons to the point that they die. Do you guys like that? I don't know your name specifically, but I hope that it gets out to wherever you are, because that's not fair. That's not nice. That's not cool. And out of rage, that makes it okay. It doesn't. I'm gonna go ahead and close this video out now, you guys. I know I got a little personal. I know I got a little mean, and that's not my style. But that shit ain't cool. And what happened this past weekend was not cool. And you know, they did not make a statement. I do commend all the people that are Caucasian, that are anti-white supremacists, that are not white supremacists. I do commend everyone that is everyone, because we're just one big race. So I do commend all the Americans, because we're one. We're a race of Americans. I do commend all of the Americans that were out there fighting against this opinionated, illiterate mindset of being white supremacists, that did stand up for our true American rights, that did stand up for our true American people, because we were here before everyone else. True melanated people were here before any other person came down to this place. And I do support everyone, and I appreciate everyone that was supporting people that are against white supremacists. I commend you guys. I throw out kisses and hearts and love, and you know, I throw it out there to you all. I do. I love you guys, you know, and I just want to go ahead and say thank you for that. You know, it definitely is a statement to see so many people against negativity. That just shows that the world is changing, and it warms my heart to know that the time has come. The time has come for the change, you know, and it's just amazing to be able to live through this time period. You know, someone smart, Drake said, "What a time to be alive," and what a time. Let me tell you, what a time to be alive. So you guys just continue to be positive, continue to spread out the love to the world, unconditional love and unity to this one universe that we live in. And for all these negative vampires and negative emotions that people have, and negative thoughts that these white supremacists and people that are racist have, they're dying off either way. And it's going to be one big pool of people that can come together and be one and actually make this world what it can and what it will be. And I'm just excited to see it happen. You know, I'm so ready for this change, and I'm ready to be one of the advocates in this purpose of change and one of the public speakers in this change process that is happening. So with that being said, please comment, like, subscribe below. I have a lot of things in this video that you guys can talk about. So whatever you want to tag on to what I said and talk about, please do so. I know some people actually go from the first 10 minutes and then do the last 10 minutes of the video. So I'm glad you will hear this part of the video. So please, anything that you do like or dislike, hey, this is open conversation. These are my thoughts, and I'm definitely open to hear yours. So please, I mean, I love comments. If you guys haven't seen, on my last video about Steve Stevens, on my other videos as well, I love to respond back to you guys. I truly appreciate your support and your knowledge and your information that you do give to me, because you guys give me a lot of feedback too, which I love, because I love information. I'm just so flabbergasted about what I've seen, and you know, so if you guys feel the same way, please reach out to me, and I see you later. Comments below, subscribe, share, and like. See ya.